Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Ford C-Max. It could be any generation, but we'll be demonstrating on generation from year 2012 to year 2019. If you have one of those guys and you want to know the symptoms of bad CV axle, stay with us. We'll cover that in this video today. How to recognize you have a bad CV axle. Some people say you have a broken CV axle boot. That's bad. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to have a broken boot. Sometimes it could be something you cannot see, and we'll explain how to recognize that. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us guys. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 2 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these absolutely free videos. Another thing, if you want to save quite a bit of money on car parts, tools, anything for your car guys, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tools and supplies from. So let's go ahead and start on it now. So let's go ahead, explain what we have specifically here guys. Doesn't matter which engine you have, diesel, gasoline, electric, hybrid guys, it's all the same. But if I come right here underneath the vehicle guys, okay, right here, that's the engine, transmission, right here. We'll be having quite a few videos on Ford C-Max. And we'll explain how to fix things. You can see that's the CV axle, that's the outer CV axle joint that attaches to the wheel. The inner one is right here, okay. That's on the passenger side. On the driver's side, the CV axle is here on the transmission side, and this is on the driver's side. Now, when CV axles go bad, what you can expect guys? It's very common to see a broken boot. Broken boot will cause CV axle grease to come out, CV joint grease to come out, and it will be on the fender liner. You'll see spotches of grease on the control arm, on the inside of the wheel. If you have grease, most likely you have a bad CV axle boot, which if you don't replace on time, okay, you will need to replace the whole CV axle, because practically it will wear out the joint, and at that point you need to replace the whole joint or CV axle. But in most cases it's cheaper to replace the whole CV axle than the boot, because it's quite of a dirty job, and eventually they wear out, so they will go out. So I recommend, if you have a bad boot, CV axles are not too expensive. I'll put the link in the description of the video below. Replace them. Number 2, clicking noise from the CV axle when turning left or right, sharp turns, especially at lower speed. If you hear clicking noise, that's a bad CV axle guys joint. Most of the times it will be the other ones that will go bad. Number 3, if you guys start feeling vibrations when driving at a high speed, you have balanced tires, you have new brakes, new rotors, you thought you had bad brakes, rotors, you have nice tires that are not patchy, that are actually smooth and round, because sometimes if you have uneven tire wear, that can cause vibrations. But you feel vibration in the steering wheel, okay, and you wonder what causes that. It could be the inner CV axle going bad, which will create vibration, and it will be transferred to the wheel, and from there to the steering wheel, okay, right there. And that one is one of the hardest ones to notice, because there is no other symptoms except for vibrations. We'll need to replace it. Also, you have a bearing here for the passenger side CV axle that can go bad. So if you start hearing like a grinding, humming noise coming from that, kind of like you sound like bad differential, it's from that bearing there as well. Those are some of the most common symptoms. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.